doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're good. I hope you're well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. If you're in the Philippines, hello. If you're in the UK, welcome. Today is all about Family Friday. We're going to check in with the scholars. We're going to get some new scholars. We're going to have some fun.
To Axie Crypto UK, the Undisputed Noob. My name is Steve Woody. I'll be your host for today's show, and we're not going to waste any time today. We're going to jump straight into this. We've got a lot to cover. So, what I want to do today in today's show is I want to have a look at how the scholars are doing. We're going to check in. We're going to look at our new scholars. We onboarded 7 new scholars yesterday, and we have about another three or four.
Hello, good morning, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're good, hope you're well, hope you're good, hope you're well. Sorry about the volume issues there. Welcome to the show. We're going to jump straight into it today. We're not going to spend any time because what we're going to do is talk about the scholars today. All about Family Friday, and Family Friday to us is all about the scholars and checking in to see how everyone's doing. So we onboarded 7 new scholars yesterday. We have another 3 that we're bringing on board today, and I think we have another 5 that are coming on board next week, possibly 10 by next Friday. So quite a lot to do today. We've got some hatching to do. I've been sitting watching, so they're all ready to be hatched. So we're going to do that, and then we're just going to check in with the leaderboard, see what's happening, have a quick catch up, see how we're doing. But yeah, it's going to be a good day. So let's just pop over. I'm going to switch screens. Now that I've managed to sort out the audio, sorry about that, I apologise. One of the first things I want to do today, before we get started, is I want to just take a moment, bear with me whilst I bring this up on the screen, because I didn't have it prepared. But for those of you that don't know, I am going to just bring this down. So, I like to always remain positive, and I like to look at the best in a situation. But every now and again, we're faced with some bad news or some sad news, and it makes us reevaluate what's going on. And so one of the things that I want to focus on today is how important time is. Because what I found is that it's normally only when something happens, like a life-changing event, that we stop and we appreciate and we value and we reconsider certain things. And so one of the things that's happened, and I'm just going to share my screen, is we lost a member of our community. And I found out about this today. It was posted by Team Secret. And for those of you that don't know, Duno was a Filipino Dota 2 player and was also a commentator, and was most predominantly known within the game for one of his voiceovers. An absolute legend, a great guy. And so what I'm going to do, because it's very difficult to be able to pay respect to somebody, is throughout the screen today, we are going to be playing his soundbite. We have it saved here. We're going to be playing it. So every time you hear that soundbite, I just want you to take a moment and just share your thoughts, your prayers, your wishes for the family and for everybody who's been affected, because it's obviously always sad to lose a member of the community. It's sad to lose anybody. But we need to look at any situation and see where the positives lie. And the positives in this is it allows us to refocus, recenter, and it allows us to to be closer to each other. So, without further ado, I'm going to play the chat wheel.
Normally.
So hopefully you can hear that. Okay, let's do that again. Ready?
Normally.
Is that working? Can you hear it?
Normally.
So, unfortunately, as I mentioned, that chat wheel now is going to be immortalized because we're never going to hear him say that again live. But
Maria Mariana Marie sent 35
we do have
stars.
it. We also have... And so, that is going to be...
Normally.
And for those of you that don't know what I can't even say it properly, but...
Normally.
It means walking tall. So the meaning behind that saying is that you're walking tall, you're strong, you're confident, you're walking with certainty. And so it's about keeping your head up. It's about remaining positive. And I want you to remember that every time you hear that, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at what are we doing in our own lives. Are we connected to those that we love? Are we making the best of the time that we've got on this planet? Because we know it's limited. Are we contributing? Are we giving back? Are we helping people? Okay, this is important. All of these things. How are we making a difference? How are we showing up in the world? We know that it's really sad that we've lost Duno, but what are you going to leave behind as your legacy?
Jeff Rookazorn sent 10 stars. Hashtag Lakewood Matter
Thank you for the
tag.
stars. I appreciate that. I need to check to see if we have back our activity feed. I believe, yes, we do. Our activity feed is working today, so I'm really grateful for that. Also, our text-to-speak is working again. So we lost that yesterday, and I apologise. But that seemed... sorry, not yesterday, day before yesterday, but that's back now, so that's good. So, again...
Normally.
I just want you to take a moment whenever you hear that and just think to yourself, are you walking tall? Are you proud of what you're doing? Are you confident in what you're doing? Do you have certainty in what you're doing? Like, these are all things that we can take as positives from this experience to make sure that we're being the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. So, RIP, my friend. I really did enjoy a lot of your casting. In fact, it was some of his earlier chat wheels that got me into the whole aspect of casting in Dota 2, because I would listen to things like or
Easiest money of my life. The next level play.
And then obviously
Normally.
when you hear these chat wheels and when you play Dota, if you understand the game, you'll know that these are so so powerful for the community. And so I want you to remember,
Normally.
because that's his legacy. That's what he leaves behind. So the question is, when you hear that, I want you to think, what are you leaving behind? What are you doing? Okay, and that's going to take us on to what we're doing today. So I want to focus on a couple of things today. The first thing I want to focus on is the scholars, who are doing incredible, by the way. Yeah, Dota, I mean, I'm going to play a game of Dota. In fact, over the weekend, I'm going to do like a Dota stream. We'll sort that out. So, yeah, it's one of those things where we need to kind of feel that we are making a difference, right? And I do the best I can with my streaming. When I go back to like the Dota streams, I loved streaming Dota. Dota was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. And I was creating content which felt great, but I wasn't really giving back other than...
John Michael Reyes sent 23 stars.
Other than
the next
fact
level
that...
play.
Thank you so much, by the way. Next level play. Thank you for the stars there. Maria, thank you for the 35 stars. Jeffro with the 10 stars. Thank you ever so much. John with the 23 stars. Thank you so much, guys. Dan's like, Steve, I literally got notifications on every platform. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. And that's a really good point. If you haven't done it yet, exclamation mark notify. If you do exclamation mark notify, it will notify you when we go live, or you can tap the bell icon to remain subscribed. One of the things that we need to do, and I'm just going to bring this up to share it with you, is on Facebook, if I just come across here, you'll see in the Creative Studio, we're pushing for partner at the moment. So in order for us to make partner, one of the things that we need to do, well, there's two things that we need to do, but one of them's fine because one of them I'll do myself. But one of them here to become a partner is we need to have at least 3,000 engaged followers. 3,000 engaged followers. So when you consider what is an engaged follower, it is somebody that has come back. Somebody that's watched the content and then has come back and watched the content again. So in the last 14 days, it's someone that's watched more than 60 seconds, either has reacted to. You can do that with a like or with a heart, any reaction. If you've shared or commented. So literally your likes, your comments, your likes and your comments and you watching for more than 1 minute is all I could ask. If you go above and beyond and share, then I'm grateful for that. I don't expect anything, but if you want to do that, that's how you can support. That is the best way that you can support this community. Because once we get these 3,000 engaged followers, and we're 68% of the way there right now. We're doing so well. But once we get there, then we need to receive 2,000 stars. And don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of the stars. If you take care of the engagement, I'll take care of the stars. And then we'll be able to go for partnership, which is awesome. Also, we have qualified for Discord partnership, but they've closed applications for the summer. So we're gonna have to wait to get into that. So yeah, that'll be awesome. So that's what we're pushing towards at the moment and what we're looking towards. Now, I have all of these to hatch today, which I'm looking forward to doing. But before we go ahead and do our hatching, which we will do in a moment, they're all ready to go. I just want to have a quick look over here and see our new scholars. So as I mentioned, and we're going to look at this now, we have some new scholars. And I'm not sure if I like this in dark or in light. I can't really decide. So I'm going to leave it dark for now. I think it's okay. It does seem to look a lot better, but that green is a bit like, it's quite in your face. So I'm not sure. We've got the dark, or I can change it for the light mode. Oh, there we go. And I think the light mode, it looks a bit easier. It's a bit easier on the eyes. You have to let me know. What do you prefer in the chat? Do you prefer light or dark? Just say light or dark in the chat, and then I know. And whatever we see the most of, that's what I'll do for you. So whatever you prefer. So, okay, let's see where we are. We'll leave it as this for now. We'll just do a quick refresh. And I've given them feedback on this, by the way. Yeah, so some say light, some say dark. I could probably do a poll on Facebook, actually, but for now, we'll just leave it as this. I'll check in the chat. Yeah, a lot are saying light, a lot are saying dark. It's pretty even at the moment. Okay, well, we'll leave it as light just for now. This is a weird new thing. I haven't seen that before. Let's... Okay. Alright, I mean, got some weird spinny things going on here. But that's all cool. Alright, so... let's have a look and see where we are, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Quick overcap so far. Now... I've got some other documents that I'll be able to share as we go through things. One of which is that, here we go, I can see when the start date was now. So...
Troy Arseners sent 35 stars. Hi Sir Steve, I hope to become one of your scholars.
Ah, Troy,
Smiley
I hope so
face.
too, my friend. If you've submitted an application, then just wait and we will get through them all. We're working on it and we're starting to ramp up now. So let me bring this down and show you this. So right now... just ignoring everything else. Don't worry about anything here. Just ignore that. What I want to look at is this first column here, which is the start date. So let me just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. There we go. So I want to just have a look at the start date of our scholars. Okay, so we have 22, well, not 22 actually. So if we look at in total, we have 19 scholars right now and one more coming on today. I wanted to buy the Axie for the next scholar, but I kind of bought them all. There was no more Axie left to buy at a decent price. So we can see that we had a couple of scholars that started. I need to, hold on a second. I just need to do something. Bear with me 1 second while I just swap something over. Okay, so just need to move something. I can't move that one. Okay. Can I move this one? No, it won't let me move that one either. Okay, cool. Right, no worries. I can't move that. What I can do is hide it for the stream. And hold on. I want to be respectful because there's some content on here. There's some content on here which I don't really want to share. So I just want to be protectful to some people. Okay. So there we go. That's better. So now that you can see this, it's one of the things with streaming, guys, and one of the things I try to be really careful with is not sharing sensitive information. So I want to make sure that you see only what you need to see on the stream. You can see the start dates here. So Basic started on the 28th of the 7th. AIM started on the 30th of the 7th, right? So a couple of days before August. Then Angelica started on the 1st, Shogun on the 3rd, Miracle on the 3rd. So really, we had 5 scholars that started around the 1st of the month. G and Sneaky didn't jump on board until the 13th. Okay, then Strike and Mikkel jumped in on the 22nd. Gracie did come in on the 7th because I brought her in earlier because of just all of the work that she was doing in the community. I kind of wanted to reward her for that. She was doing incredible work. So hold on a sec. I'm hearing that there's a weird mic source. Is that still a problem? Can you hear me okay? Was there a delay, by the way? Was there a delay? Was the audio better now? Have we just improved the audio? Was there an echo? Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay, guys. No delay. It's all okay. Still a problem. All right. There's no echo or anything? Is there an echo? Some people are saying there's an echo. Hopefully there's not. Okay, right. It's good for you guys. It's clear. No echo. All right, perfect. So that's just Fitzy. I'm not sure what that is, mate. I think that might be on your end or something. We'll sort it out later. Not too worried right now. All right. If it's clear for you guys, it's good. Sorry. All right. So Be Humble started on the 5th of the 8th. Now, the reason he started earlier was because he was actually sponsored. He was our first official sponsor. So what we did here was that the idea was that I was going to you have to remember that we're only in our 4th week, and as we were growing and starting up, we were learning very, very quickly. So what happened is we took on these initial sponsors as a test, and then we started to onboard new sponsors, and then scholars, and then we had a sponsor come on board. And so what we did then is, because Be Humble come on board, and he was picked by the community, by the way. You're saying there's a small reverb as well. I'm not sure what is causing that, where it's coming from, or why. There shouldn't be. Shouldn't be anything there.
Normally.
Not sure why. We'll have to have a look at that later. I have nothing turned on differently. Sorry, guys. So what happened is all of these initial 10 scholars, I was never intending to give them their Axie. I was always going to keep the Axie. They were going to work for a 45% is what they were going to earn. So they were going to earn 45%. We were going to earn 45%. And there was going to be 5% on the insurance. And there was going to be 5% for like a community chest. We had a conversation with Dave versus Axie. We learnt from talking to him that there were a lot of managers that were not looking after scholars, and so I made a decision in that first week. I made a decision that we were going to be different. We were going to be a scholarship that focused on people before profits, and we coined that phrase because it's impactful, but it's also important. And I wanted people to know that we are people before products, before profits. And so, with that being said, I made a commitment to not take any profits out of this platform for the first 12 months. And that's not the first 12 months of the platform, that's the first 12 months of any scholarship. So anybody that is a scholar, I am not going to take any profits for 12 months, personal profits. We obviously need to take profits because we need to be able to buy more Axie, we need to buy more scholars, we need to pay wages, we have to pay tax, there are bills that we need to pay, so there are running costs. So we do need profits. Like, profits are not bad, but people before profits is important, because when an organization puts the profit before the people, then it's all about corporate greed and gain, and it's not about the interest and the welfare of the people that are involved. So the reason that we focus on this people before profits is not because we don't want profits. It's not because profits are not important. It's about refocusing our mission to remember that yes, we want to be profitable, but not at the detriment, not at the cost of people. Okay, that's really, really important. What we need to know is that we are profitable whilst we are still able to maintain a sustainable and an ethically viable business. That's important. So what I'm going to do is, and what I have done is, I've already said to the 10 initial scholars that were not part of the sponsorship program that we're going to change the model. So nobody now is on a 45-45 split. Nobody is on that anymore. So, and by the way, if there's an earthquake and you're in a place where there's a big earthquake, please stay safe. Please stay safe. If you're watching the stream, hopefully you're okay. I mean, if you're watching the stream in the middle of an earthquake, fair play to you. That is dedication and commitment, and I honour you for that. But if there's been an earthquake, please be safe. Please be safe. I don't know the extent to any damage that's been done, but if people are saying it's there's a big earthquake, then please be safe. I'll have to check in on the news after the stream and look at that. I want to right now just make this announcement because I think it's important that you understand this. We are learning. When we have these splits and this 45-45-5-5 that we started with, we changed it because we wanted to do a 50-50 split. But we also realized that a 50-50 split wasn't enough to make the impact that we wanted to make. So that is why we changed our model to a 75-25 split. So as of now, we have a 75-25 split, and that is what we are working on with regards to our scholars. Now, the way that we've done this, just for you if you're new, is 50% goes to the scholar every month as payment for the work that they've done. 25% goes to the scholar, but it's delayed. And the reason it's delayed is because it goes into what is called the Axie buyback scheme. Now, the Axie buyback scheme is where we take 25% of a scholar's income for 12 months. And at the end of the 12 months, that is what we consider graduation from the scholarship. And when they graduate, they own their Axie. So it's like an Axie buyback scheme where what happens is the sponsor will pay for the Axies. The scholar will use the Axies, and 25% of their 75% that they earn goes back to the scholar to pay for those Axies. So it's like a rent to buy. Okay, so not only are we doing a play to earn model, we're doing a play to own. And it's really important you understand that, because this is exactly the concept of people before profits. Okay, we're not like, we could give you a fish and be like, here you go, you're fed. Here you go, you've got dinner. Here you go, you're okay for the day. But we're not interested in giving people a fish. We're interested in teaching people how to fish. I would much rather teach you how to fish and give you a rod so you can go and catch your own fish. Therefore, you are now sustainable. Not only that, if you can thrive, then you are able to help others. It has a knock-on effect. And that is where I want managers to go. I want managers to focus more on the fact that it has to be people before profits. And that is why we are starting to make some headlines. We're starting to make some news, and it's going to be slow. Nobody's going to talk about us until we prove ourselves. We have to prove ourselves first. And so that's one of the things that's happened. And so I'm just going to share this now. So on the Undisputed Noob page, let me just bring it up. So on the Undisputed Noob page, one of the things that we were able to do is we were able to get onto the radar of somebody very, very important. And if you haven't seen this yet, I was quite excited. It was quite nice to see this. So massive shout out. Massive shout out to Coach Cody. Hashtag Coach Cody, please. Even though it's not Coach Cody Wednesday, it's not Wednesday Wisdom, he is still going above and beyond. Now, what he has done is he has reached out to a friend. Now, Coach Cody is not only knowledgeable in this game, but he knows some incredible people. So he reached out to Louis, and basically what has happened here is we got a mention, if you can see in the second point of this update. And to those of you that don't know Louis, he's basically one of the members of YGG, which is Yield Guild Gaming. And for those of you that don't know what Yield Guild Gaming is, when they launched their token, they raised $15 million in 31 seconds. $15 million in 31 seconds when they launched their IDO for YGG. They are all about the play to earn model. They are the Filipino version of what we are trying to do here in the UK. And so I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of admiration for what they're doing. And they are very much about people before before profits. They want to be profitable. They are profitable, but they're looking at people first. And so we learn a lot, and we can take a lot from these. They are blazing a trail right now, and we are doing our absolute best to try and follow them whilst putting our own spin on things. But to have here, before we dive into more tax discussions today, I wanted to give a couple of quick shout outs to two awesome Axie guilds who are focusing on Filipino scholars. My second shout out goes to axiescholar.uk. In fact,
Normally.
founded by Undisputed Noob, their Puno coach, Coach Cody, gave me a great overview of their program and how he approaches mentoring and coaching for Axie beginners. Most of their scholars are based in southern Visayas, I think that is, and Mindanao. Mindanao. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologise if I didn't. I need to learn more pronunciations. Thanks for reaching out, Cody. I'm looking forward to helping support what you guys are doing. I love this. I love the fact that Yield Guild Gaming are looking to support us where they can. I'm already going to see if we can have a chat with them to see if we can acquire some Axie to be able to breed. Because if we can build up this breeding process, it's going to allow us to onboard people a lot quicker. So that's one of the things that I'm excited for. So I'm hoping we'll be able to do some stuff there and bring people on a lot quicker. So, yes, that'd be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. So a quick shout out there. And then obviously if you haven't seen it, I did repost it on our Facebook page. Really, really worth going through and looking at this because he talks about, with all of the slides, looking at the tax and what is happening. So yes, in a recap, what he said is that he's going to be figuring things out. They're still looking into this. Okay, so there are some disagreements coming up regarding when a tax is applied. Okay, and they're going to be looking into it. They're going to figure it out together. Okay, and one of the things they said is that they do intend to pay taxes on earnings. So, like, that is one thing that we have to look at. Okay, and I'm really looking forward to this in-depth guide on how they've been managing the earnings side of things. So this is going to be a really good thing. We will continue to monitor what they're doing, and we will continue to do our own things as well. So one of the things that I have done is reached out to a company called Carrie Olsen. So Carrie Olsen, if you are not aware, are a very, very successful and very reputable offshore law specialist. Okay, so they deal with a lot of corporate law. Specifically, they practice in Bermuda, which is where we are registering our new company. They have over 500 people across 9 international offices, over 250 lawyers. One of the largest offshore law firms. Okay, 62 partners. So they do very, very well. One of the things that we are going to do, or one of the things that we've done, is we have reached out to them, okay, to find out a little bit more about them and find out if they can help us, because they have already, to give you some context, they advise more Channel Island funds by asset value than any other offshore firm. Right? They advise $600 billion. Okay, they work with the world's top 25 law firms. All right, and they are also involved with crypto, and they understand NFTs, they understand crypto. They're very much a very solid partner that we would like to work with moving forward to get the absolute best. Like, we're not looking to do this backdoor, or we're not looking to do this off the cuff. We're not looking to do anything illegal or anything untoward. We want to do things right. We think that the governments need to sort themselves out because we don't think they understand what they're doing. And hopefully we can work alongside them with professional lawyers and companies like this to make sure that we protect the managers ourselves as well as the scholars. Okay, so I just wanted to give you that so you have an idea of what we're doing and how we're doing that. So as you can see right now, we've put in most of the money for these initial scholars as we bring on the sponsors. So I've currently put $32,000 of my own money into this project. And the reason that I've done that, this isn't to brag, this isn't to show off, and it's not to impress you. I'm saying this to impress upon you that I believe in what we're doing. I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm willing to say that I think that this cause is so important that I'm willing to dedicate my money, but more importantly, I'm willing to dedicate my time. My time is worth so much more than my money. And so if I am going to dedicate every waking moment of a day into doing something, I want it to have an impact. So,
Normally.
what are you doing to walk tall? What are you doing to stand out? What are you doing to make a dent in the world? For me, I'm doing this. This is how I stand out. Helping others. Okay, that's what I do. So I want you to understand that I am putting everything into this with absolutely no expectation. Let me just clarify that point. I have zero expectation. If everything goes to zero, I will walk away and I will try something else. Okay? I am not reliant on this. If this doesn't work out, then it's okay. But I'm going to give 110% to do everything I can to protect as many people as I can from any financial hardship. Okay? And all I ask is if you are going to do anything in return, then you follow our core values, you follow our rules. That's my only request, is that for those people who are coming into the program, into the community, is that you are respectful. And remember, we've talked about this before, and I'm going to just very, very briefly recap because it's important we do this.
Normally.
You have to understand that we are helping incredible individuals, that's you, take control of your financial freedom through play-to-earn crypto games. Yes, right now we're focusing on Axie scholarships. Okay, we're focusing on Axie scholarships, but understand that Undisputed Noob is all about focusing on play-to-earn crypto games. Okay, and right now we've branched into Axie, and that's what we're focusing on. So we have 3 core values, and the core values of Undisputed Noob, they're consistent. They stay regardless of what the platform is, what the game is. It doesn't matter. Be respectful. This is respect for yourself as well as others. Being respectful to oneself. Respect your body. Respect your mind. Respect your emotions. Respect those around you. Respect the people that you agree with, but also respect the people that you disagree with. Okay? Respect. And I'm not just talking about respect in Discord. I'm talking about respect on social media. I'm talking about respect at home, respect with your family, respect of your parents, respect of your elders, respect of your young'uns. Respect everybody, because to me, the biggest problem in this world is respect. And if we solve this one problem, we change the world. We move into, like we are moving right now, we are seeing an evolution in technology. Right now, we are seeing an evolution in the financial markets of the world right now. Crypto is changing the world. There is no reason why we can't see an evolution of our emotional being at the same time. Our emotional intelligence, our EQ, not our IQ, not our mental intelligence, which is your IQ, our EQ, our emotional intelligence. Okay, if you have respect for yourself and respect for others, then you are going to raise that emotional vibration, which is going to allow you to be a better person. And that is why people before profits. That is why we are changing the model. If everything is changing, then it makes sense just to rip the bandage off and change it all at once. So we can move people into a higher class, into a higher vibration, a higher frequency, whatever you believe in, whether it's God or energy or spirits or nothing, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what your beliefs are. We are all one. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, doesn't matter what country you were born in. Okay, and I talked about this before. You can be born into poverty. That's okay. But if you die in poverty, that's on you. You have a choice. So the fact that you're here now and you're able to watch this means that you can follow this. You can do this. So a positive feeling or action shown towards someone or something considered important or held in high esteem or regard. Okay, number 2, stay positive. So it's very, very easy when things are going well, when the markets are up, when SLP's up, when you're winning an arena, you know, when you're having a good day. It's easy to be positive when you're having a good day. Number 2 really comes into power when you're having a bad day. When you're having a shit day, when things are going wrong, when you have problem after problem after problem and they're getting bigger, bigger, and you're tired and you're stressed and you're in pain and you have no money. That right there, that moment, that is when this counts. If you can be positive during a negative time, how you show up in the challenges is just as important as when things are good. Positive emotions are connected with being content with one's past and being happy with the present. There's a really, really good book. It's called The Power of Now. Highly recommend you read it. It's by Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now. Being happy with the present and having hope for the future. Don't live in the past. Don't focus on the future. The future hasn't happened. There's nothing you can do about it. The past is done. It's done. Now is all we have. What you do now in this moment, that is your choice. And it is a choice. Things can be going bad around you, but how you react to those, that is a choice. So stay positive. So if you're respectful and you're positive, it leads me on to the third and final part, which is also very important. Last but by no means least, have fun. Life doesn't have to be serious. Life is for living. It's for enjoying. It's for having fun. If you're depressed or sad or struggling, then you first need to look at 1 and 2, and there's other things obviously to deal with, but ultimately we want to be having fun. Okay? Life is too short for anything else. And I think going back to this, we've learnt this today, which is why.
Normally.
Are you walking tall? Are you following these core values for yourself in every aspect of your life? It's important. And so that's it. That's what I wanted to share. People before profits are core values. So with that being said, we've talked about where we are. We've talked about what is going on. Everybody who was part of the initial plan is now on the new plan. What that means is that the initial 45, 45, 5 and 5 that we had, I've removed that. That's been scrapped. It no longer exists. And now I am now personally sponsoring these people. So what does that mean? Well, let me just give you absolute clarity because I want to make sure there's no confusion as we move forward. When I say I am not taking any profits in the first year, I am not taking any profits from Axie Scholar UK. Axie Scholar UK takes 25% of any revenue generated. And that 25% goes towards costs, it goes towards business tax, it goes towards the accountants, the lawyers, the staff, it goes towards all of the team that are involved that are building this, it goes towards paying for everything. I will not take any profits as a business owner from that pot. Okay? I want you to understand for clarity. I will not take any profits from the 25% that comes from Axie Scholar UK. Okay? It will pay wages, it will pay bills, it will do what it needs to do. I will not take profit. I will not be a company director who sits there with his brand new Tesla and his nice office and all of his equipment. I'm not sitting here saying, look at what Axie Scholar UK bought me. I got all of this stuff with your money. That's not me. I'm not that person. All of this was bought through trading. All of this was bought through my other business. All of this was bought through me grinding and working hard and doing the things in my life that have allowed me to do these things. Nothing that I do in my life is going to come as a cost from taking profits from Axie Scholar UK. Okay, I want you to understand that it's important. However, there is a small caveat to that, because now, as you can see on the screen, I am now sponsoring these initial scholars. So any scholar that I am sponsoring, I'm in an agreement as part of the Axie buyback scheme. And I think it's only fair to say I will be taking the 25% from the sponsorship side, because it's no different to another sponsor coming in. And I've put a lot of money into this. As you can see, I've put $32,000 into this. I do want to get that $32,000 back. So as part of the sponsorship deal, I will be taking that money out. And I think that's fair to remove my risk. You know, that's a good business decision. That's not me taking profit, okay? That's not me taking profit from the company. That's me taking my profit from the sponsorship side. And the reason I'm making a point of this is I want to be clear. I don't want there ever to be any confusion. I don't want somebody to come back to me and go, oh, but you've taken profit. No, I'm not taking profit from Axie Scholar UK. I will take profit from the scholarship side of the sponsor part. That's it. That's the 25%. That's the Axie buyback scheme. So that's it. And I'm telling you now that anything above and beyond what I've initially vested, I'm putting back into this anyway. I mean, it's up to me what I do with that, obviously, but I'm putting it back in. You know, I'm doing that. So that's what I'm doing. And then obviously the rest of it is going to the scholars. So does that make sense? Is that fair? Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up or an angry face. If you think it's unfair, give me an angry face. If you like it, give me a heart or a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. I switch watching here in Twitch. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I think that's... I'm just looking through some of the comments now. There's so many comments. Jeffrey with the 15 stars. Thank you so much. Troy, thank you so much. Again with the 35 stars. Very grateful and I appreciate you. So I don't want anyone to come back and say, oh, but this or oh, but that. Like, the reason that I'm being completely transparent and upfront at the start is so that you know.
Normally. The next level play.
Alright, so, with that being said, I think we need to move on and we need to look at some breeding. That's where we're going to be now. So, oh, okay, so apparently we've done a poll. Let's have a look at it. Apparently we've done a poll. I didn't even know this. Fitzy, can we get a hashtag Fitzy? Fitzy for the win. Fitzy for the win. Fitzy doing an incredible job. Very, very grateful. Very grateful. Nice. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Words are encouraging. Irvin, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Marcus, definitely next level play. Nice, ladies and gentlemen. Carlo, how you doing? Hey, Larcy. Yeah, I see you. I see you guys. I am seeing the chat. If I'm not responding to you, please know that it's nothing personal. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just going so quick, I'm struggling to keep up. Okay, so let's go and... I can't see anything, Fitzy, just so you know, mate. I don't see any of that. Okay, so, with that being said, let's go and get into some breeding, shall we? Hold on, let me mute this phone because it's going mad and I can't read everything. Okay, so light, 46%, dark, 54%. Okay, cool. So, in terms of this then, more people want dark than light. Your wish is my command. Let's go back. Alright, so, we've already talked about everything that we need to talk about. Although Nelly's just made an interesting point. What other NFT or play to earn, Steve, do I recommend to play? Nelly, that's a really good question. And let me just address that very quickly. I am focused on a few games right now. But Axie is still at the forefront of everything that I'm doing. With that being said, if there was anything that I would want to look at right now, Gods Unchained would be one. Polygon Monsters is another. Z.Run is another. Axie, of course. And My DeFi Pet. Now, the problem with My DeFi Pet is that they're using the Ether network. And so they're going through the same problems that Axie had before. Really what you want to look at is any play to earn model that is building their own layer 2 solution. If they have a layer 2 solution, then I'm more interested because they understand the technology. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me just quickly explain. A layer 2 solution is you have a network, and right now the most predominant network that we know is the Ether network, so Ethereum, because Bitcoin is never going to be used. Right, let's just for those of you that need to understand a very basic bit of crypto, Bitcoin is never intended to be used transactionally. Okay, it's never going to be used to buy your coffee. It's never going to be used as a currency. Bitcoin has no value in day-to-day life. Bitcoin is digital gold. It is a store of wealth. It is what is locked in hard wallets, that is offline in cold hard wallets, and it is stored because people will leverage it. You know, if I need money, let's say I need cash, I will take a loan against my Bitcoin. I will never ever sell my Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is like gold. It's like gold bullion, never to be sold. So therefore, we still need a currency we can trade with. Now, you have smart contracts. Smart contracts allow you to take crypto to the next level, but we have gas fees because, as we well know, Ethereum copied Bitcoin, but Bitcoin was never meant to be scalable. It's not its purpose. So now we have this Ethereum network that's not scalable, and it has to change, which is why we have Ether 2.0 coming out. Now, whilst we're waiting for Ether 2.0 to come out and to reduce the gas fees, Cardano, or ADA, another competitor to Ethernet, has already launched smart contracts on you've got a proof of work and a proof of stake. They're two different ways to verify contracts, okay? Now, what we need to understand is that Cardano is launching its smart contracts on the 12th of September, so 2 weeks' time. And when they launch, they are going to take a big chunk out of the Ether network. This is not advice, this is just my opinion. So they're going to take a big chunk out of the Ether network. Now, Ether's not launching 2.0 until next year. So what we need to understand now is, are the people going to continue to develop and build on the Ether network, or are they going to move over to Cardano? Cardano is a much quicker, faster, better platform than Ethernet. But Ether is the first. It's the OG. It's the one that started this movement. Now, what you need to understand is, when you look at social media, everybody knows Facebook. And yes, there's been others that have come and gone, like Snapchat and other things like that. But who now uses MySpace? Now, when I was growing up and we didn't have Facebook, like before Facebook even existed, MySpace was where everybody spent their time. If you wanted to chat, you had to use AOL Instant Messenger. And if you wanted social media, you had to go and code your own MySpace page. So that's old school. But now, MySpace was the original, but where is it now? Do you see what I mean? So Ether is the original. And yeah, Fitz is like, mate, I remember Bebo. See, if you look back, old school, Ether's old school. But is Ether going to be the main? Is it going to be the Facebook of the future? Who knows? It could be. It's possible. But normally, the one that gets the early mover advantage, they make good money, but that doesn't necessarily mean... Yeah, Friendster. There we go. Now you're really, really showing yourself. So, yeah, definitely. So, this is where I want you to understand that there are going to be other platforms. Look at Solano. Solano is another network, but it's being built primarily for gamers and for games. It's what the new Fortnites are going to be built upon. It's what the new Dotas are going to be built upon. So we're at the very start of this journey, and it's going to go up and down, but in time overall it's going to go up. We're still very, very, very early in this process. So if you're involved in crypto now, you are still ahead of mass adoption. You are still early. I am still expecting Bitcoin to double in value before the end of this year. And so I'm expecting everything else to come up with it. Yes, some stuff will die. Yes, some stuff will disappear. This is why you don't put all of your eggs in one basket.
Troy Arsonist
But I think
sent 10
Axie
stars.
has
I really
the ability
hope to become your
survive.
scholar, Sir Steve.
So why am I
I'm
sharing all
Troy
of this?
_ Arsonist on your community.
Ethernet, ADA, Cardano, these are what are called layer 1 solutions. They are the ground floor. They are where everything happens on the blockchain. But then when we consider, and the easiest way to explain this is a layer 2 solution sits on top of the layer 1. So if you have the Ether network as a layer 1 solution, then I want you to consider Ronin wallet. The Ronin network is a layer 2 solution. So what does that mean? It means that you can use your Ronin wallet to do hundreds of different transactions and you don't pay a single fee. Because what happens is the Ronin wallet, you only pay the fee when you send those layer 2 transactions to the layer 1 network. So when you send all of your combined Ronin activity to the Ether network, you pay once. And that is what is known as a layer 2. And that is what I focus on. If a game, a play to earn game, is building out or has its own layer 2 solution, I am more interested because that means they are building for a future with themselves. They are not relying on another network. They are taking ownership and responsibility and they are saying, we're going to build this because we need to be scalable and we need to be able to know that we can survive. So, with that being said, Ronin is Axie Infinity's layer 2 solution to the Ether network. What does that also mean? It means that if they're clever and able, they will be able to not only port into the Ether network, they would also be able to port and bridge into the Cardano network, into the Solana network, meaning that they are truly cross-platform enabled. Now, that is the equivalent of launching a game that is available on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So, when you say what, going back to that question, what play-to-earn games am I interested in? I'm interested in anything that has its own layer 2 solution or is building it. Gods Unchained has Immutable X. So Immutable X is the layer 2 solution that Gods Unchained is being used on. Axie Infinity or Sky Mavis has Ronin. Okay, so those are the two that I'm mainly focusing on. Polygon Monsters a little bit because it's on the Binance Smart Chain, but hopefully they'll do something with that. We'll see. Z.Run, I don't know, but I do like the idea of the whole gambling industry with horse racing. I think there's a future in VR with that. So there's some things that I'm definitely involved in. Should you stop mining Ether? I don't think so. I don't think Ether's going away. I think Ether is always going to be there. And I've got big holdings in Ether at the moment. I've got big holdings. I don't know how much I have. I think I have like 20% of my portfolio. I don't even know if I can... Oh, no, do you know what? I'm not even going to do it because I've got to log in. I don't know why I keep getting logged out of everything. It's really strange. Splinterlands is one where some people are. I've not looked into it. And to be honest, I'm not really interested in anything like Crypto Blades, Splinterlands. There was also... was it Sand? I don't know what it's called, but it was Sand as well. I know that there was that coin, which was like a new Minecraft version. There's so many good things out there. So many good things out there. But right now, I'm just really focused on Axie. Like, Axie is where my intention is. If anything happens to Axie, then obviously I will look to migrate. And I am... So what I'm doing on these other platforms, and what I like about Gods Unchained... See, Gods Unchained is different. Gods Unchained is like... It uses the Dota model. It uses the Dota model, which is free to play. But it does it... It's like Hearthstone for NFTs. So it's a card game which allows you to collect cards, but you can collect all of the cards required to win for free. So it is a free to play, play to earn. All right, I want you to understand that. Free to play, play to earn. Axie has the potential to turn into a pay to earn. And I don't know because you have to understand that if we look into, let's just come to the marketplace. Right, if I click into one of these Axies, and this is where there's some concern. I'm going to be honest, there's some concern. These body parts right now are level 1, meaning that you're going to be able to upgrade them. Now, if I can spend SLP or AXS to upgrade my body parts, or I can recycle Axie to upgrade my body parts to give me more stats, this just become a pay to win. Because if I can do more damage with a level 3 pumpkin, and you can't afford to buy a level 3 pumpkin, and it's something that I have to buy, I mean, you might be able to grind it, but the idea is people are just going to pay. People that have got the biggest wallets are going to dominate the leaderboard. And so I'm going to talk about this because remember, we are talking to one of the core Axie team, and it's going to be quite late when we do it, unfortunately, on the 31st. So on the 31st, which is going to be on Saturday, we're actually talking to one of the core team. We're going to be talking to Andrew, who is part of the product lead, and that's going to be a good chat. And I'm going to talk to him about tax. Some of the things I'm going to talk to him about: tax, esports, like how's Axie getting into esports? Is it going to be like Dota? Are we going to expect things like the international? Because Andrew was very much part of the esports. He was involved in Dota, and what I love about his ethics and his ethos is that he could have gone into any job. He could have gone into many different betting companies or things like that, but he didn't because he wanted to give back and he loves the model of Axie. And so to have him in a position of power in the core team, it gives me hope. I want to look at how we're going to deal with this SLP issue, you know, with so much SLP being minted. And if new players come on and start generating more SLP, it's going to continue to drive that price down. So I'm expecting something new with SLP, maybe in land. When the land release comes out, when do we expect to see anything with that? What's happening? Are we going to be able to recycle Axie in turn for maybe like I like this idea and I want to push this idea to Sky Mavis about creating like being able to edit the DNA. So if I was to recycle one Axie, I could edit an R2 gene of my choice. And if I was to maybe recycle 2 Axie, I could edit an R1 gene of my choice. And if I was to recycle maybe 3 Axie, I could edit a dominant gene of my choice. And so maybe that would be something where we can remove some of the chops. And maybe that's something that we can look at. Also, don't forget, there's going to be this whole harvesting and leveling up. I mean, the leveling might be something to do with land, and it might have nothing to do with the arena. So, again, I don't know. But I'd love to understand the kind of shelf life of Axie, what he expects. And I'd also be interested to ask him, if Axie didn't exist, and he had to put his time and money into another project that was not Axie, where would he put it? Like, they're the questions. And also, if you would like me to ask any questions, maybe Fitzy, we can work out a channel and we can put an announcement in the Discord. Any questions that you would like me to ask on the Discord, on the live stream when we interview people. So I feel like we need like an interview or a live, like somewhere where you can put the questions and we can look through and pick the best ones so that we can then say, like, this is a good question, we're going to ask it on behalf of the community. So if you've got any questions, wait for Fitzy. Fitzy will let you know in the Discord where you can post your questions. But any questions you've got would be really, really good. So with that being said, we've talked a lot. Let's get into this now. We need to do some... Hopefully that makes sense, though, by the way, in terms of what I'm investing in. We need to do some breeding. So we don't have our sexy music, but we are going to get into this right now. So let's start the morphing process, shall we? All right, there goes the first. Number 1. This is going to take quite a while. We're going to have to go through quite a lot of these. So just bear with me while we do this. Let's see what we get. Hopefully, I'm hopeful that we're going to get some good Axie. In fact, what I'm going to do right now, just to make this process a little bit quicker, is I'm going to open all of these in a new window. Okay. Just to make this process a bit quicker. And then we're just going to fly through them. Also, another announcement, because I love our announcements. When we get a scholar that hits 2,000 MMR, we are going to upgrade them to a VIP scholarship. And a VIP scholar with Axie Infinity UK means that you will have access to 10 Axie. You will only you will not own them. They will remain the property of Axie Scholar UK, but they will be transferred into the account. We will basically use your account for breeding, which means that you will have additional Axie in your account, which will give you additional energy. So VIP Super Scholars, which are at the moment VIP Super Scholar, hashtag VIP Super Scholar, they will have 40 energy. They will have 40 energy. And at the moment, in order to qualify for a VIP scholarship, you have to be consistently above the 2000 MMR range. So there is an announcement live on the stream. You've heard it here first. VIP Super Scholars. We're going to be doing that. So, all right, let's go back through and see where we are. I have lost track of where I am, but I think we're good to go. So, confirm these. Nice. Let's go.
Normally.
Pretty sure I just did this, but I'm going to do it again. All right. It's not going to take too long. There is actually a script that you could get that does this automatically. You can get a script, and scripts are okay to use unless there is like a breeding competition that's going on. Right now, I'm not interested in running any scripts, not at the moment. So I'm happy to do this manually for now, but as we start to grow and get bigger and we've got like hundreds of these and eventually thousands, then yes, we will start running scripts when we're allowed. Nice. Thanks, guys, for all your engagement. Appreciate it. So got over 100 people at the moment on the stream, which is incredible. Over on Twitch, hello. YouTube, hope you're doing well. And on Facebook, of course. Yes, we've mentioned it already, my friend.
Normally.
We've mentioned it already, which is why I invite you that if you hear the soundbite, if you hear that soundbite today, I want you to take a moment. I want you to appreciate life. And I want to ask yourself the question, what are you doing to walk tall? We're going to go back in a minute and we're going to check in on the scholars to see how they're doing. We haven't done that yet. We were waiting for the results of the poll, which we now know the dark mode is preferred. All right. I bet half of these don't even morph, but we'll see. You know what this means, don't you? We've got more scholars coming. Something else we're going to do, by the way. We are probably going to clean house and sell all of our Axies that we are using for breeding. We're probably going to sell everything, cash out, and then start again, because we are looking to breed the new teams. Every scholar will have the same team. That's the goal. And I know right now some of them don't. No, we are not doing a PvP Terminator Reptile. Nope. That is not on our agenda. We are giving Aqua Plant. We have a very specific team that was recommended by Coach Cody. It's a 2k MMR right now, and that's what we're focusing on. Even old scholars, we will look to. It's difficult at the moment, but I will look to try and replace the old scholars with new teams when I can. I will do my best. So I know some of you have asked. I got overwhelmed and I lost track. And so Fitzy is dealing with that at the moment. I need to find out who needs a change and what that change is. So we will figure that out. Whatever needs to be changed, we'll figure it out. The problem is that to change the team, I want to be quite respectful that quite a few of the scholars that started at the beginning of the month have been grinding in PvE, and when you change Axie, it will remove the level, so you'll go back to level 1. And so it means you're going to have to regrind through that PvE experience. So it's something that I want to do. Guys, if you're saying that there is something up with my audio, how's that? Has that fixed the audio? Is the audio better now? For anyone that says there's a slight reverb, I literally don't know what it could be. I've not done anything different. I have nothing here. Yeah, if there's an audio issue, I'm so sorry. Yeah, if you're saying the audio is good, great. I appreciate that. If some of you are saying this, some of you might have like sensory acuity where you kind of pick up on things that other people don't. It's like people that work in design. If you work in design and you deal with fonts all day, then you'll walk down the road and you'll start to see fonts and you'll know what they are. Like you'll pay more attention. I think if you're involved in audio or you appreciate sound or audio or you work in that environment or you have really good headphones maybe, you may notice something with the audio on the stream, and I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know what it is. I do apologize though. We'll have a look. Every stream there seems to be something. That's it, yeah. That's the word. Oh yeah, wait till we go through and you see some of the things that are happening at the moment. I can tell you that right now, like, some of the scholars are doing incredible. Don't worry, we will get the teams changed for those that want to change the teams. We will. Right, I have no idea. I need to kind of just refresh this and see what we've got. I have no idea. I don't even know what. Hold on. I think there's like a couple more that I didn't do. Alright. Yeah, the slight reverb, so that's the thing. I don't know how to deal with that at the moment, sorry. But I've not changed anything. Alright, here we go. So Generation 4, this is what we're looking at, right? Generation 4. So nothing on that screen. Those are all the old ones that are being sold. Here we go. Let's do a refresh. Looks like these two are still coming out. There's some good ones on here. There are some good ones. I've seen them. This one's not quite ready yet. He's still thinking about it. Oh, another one out there. This one has been done. Alright, we'll wait and see. Alright, let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what we've got. Let's go back to the account. Let's have a look. See what we've got. So Generation 4 is where we started today. This was the first. Was this the first one? Oh no, we did some Generation 3 as well, didn't we? Yeah, so we started here actually. So the first Axie today that we got. The first Axie that we got today is this one. What are we looking at? Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Silent Whisper, Rosebud, Pumpkin, Carrot. Carrot along the bottom line, 2 pumpkins. Yeah, we can... I think we'll probably sell this. We're not going to use it, so we'll probably just sell it. But this is good. We can sell this. Remember, we're going to look to sell a lot of these now. So, 96%. That's nice. What's this one? Again, yeah, this one as well. Another pure breed that come out here. Cactus. Pumpkin. Serious. Yeah, it's a bit quite... Not bad to breed. Not bad to breed. Alright, that's pretty cool. I think we can look at selling these two. What about this one? Yeah, another pure breed. 91%. Again, I think we can look to sell this. I don't think we're going to give these to scholars. What's this one? This one's quite nice. Look at this one. 97% we got here. But it's got Silent Whisper, which is crap. It's a bit of a chop when it comes to the genes. Even though this is a bit of a false positive. Like, it looks nice, but it's not. Again, we'll look to get rid of that one. This one, Serious Rosebud Pumpkin Carrot, is not bad. Get some Plantino teams going here. Okay, Serious Rosebud, Pumpkin Cattail. Again, like, I don't want these anymore. This one, not bad. Cucumber Slice, lol. Yeah, I mean, look, they've not come out too bad. Like, they're not perfect, but this one's got a bit of an inconsistency with little peas. Still not bad. Most of them are purebreds. Yeah, I think this is fine. They all pretty much all of them come out purebreds. So whilst whilst at the moment I'm not really interested in using any of these. These are definitely the idea now is I'm probably going to clean up and just sell all of these Axies, and then with the profits that we make from that, I'm going to look to reinvest that money into a new lineup. And so what we're going to build moving forward,
John Michael Reyes
very
sent
simple.
20 stars.
What we're going to build moving
Tito
forward,
Supremacy.
I'll just show you now, is going to be the following. So this is going to be what we're going to build moving forward. I want to see if there is any actually. So it's going to be a plant. We're kind of looking for a virgin at the moment, ideally. And the parts that are required for our Axie that we want is going to be, we want Sirius. Okay, so we want Sirius. The next thing that we're going to want is leaf bug. Okay, leaf bug is the next thing that we want. We want pumpkin. This is good. And we want hot butt. This is our... and also I want to go, so if I'm going to look for a virgin, okay, but I want one that has really good abilities. So right now, these ones just don't, I mean, this one's quite good. Actually, do you know what? Oh, but the problem is the little peas and the puppy. That's the problem there. So the little peas and the puppy have let this one down. Again, not... Okay, so I want to go for a 5 out of 6 pureness. Nothing really here that stands out that I can see. Nothing really there. No. So what I'm looking for at the moment is the bottom 8. So the left-hand side at the bottom. So, Sirius, leaf bug, pumpkin, hot butt. That's what I'm looking for. If I find that, then I'm going to probably buy it. And I'm looking at... No. There's nothing really there that I can see that I would consider. This one is close, but no. Getting better, but no. The hot butts let me down and the pumpkins let me down. No. See, they're all the same at the moment. Very difficult. This is what we're going to ask YGG if they can help us with. If they can help us source these Axie, that would be incredible, because that is what we want. We really want these to be able to breed. So right now, that actually, do you know what? I'd get that one. There we go. That's the first one I've seen that I would actually get. Oh, do you know what? If that drops down in 15 hours, I'd buy it all day long. I'm gonna put a bookmark on it. It'll probably be gone by the time I get there, but I'm not. It's all right. It is what it is. So this is what we're looking for: hot butt, pumpkin, leaf bug, Sirius. Now I'm willing to overlook this one here with the hope that if I buy that, if I had enough money in my wallet, I would buy that right now. I don't have enough money in the wallet right now. I need to transfer some more. Yeah. I need to transfer some more. I've just spent like loads of money. It's not there at the moment, but yeah, that's a definite buy for me. Definite buy for me. I'm willing to spend up to 0.4. So hopefully I'll be able to get one. And they'll pop up. They'll come up. I know they will. But that's what I need to find. There we go. That was one I just looked at, wasn't it? There we go. So we're starting to get them now. 3.2s. 3.2s are looking good. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's another one. I'll buy this one as well. Is that the same? Oh, it's the same one. Lol. I was on the next page, so I thought it was going to be a different one. Yep. Nice. Yeah, so this is another one that I probably would go for. But yeah, now we're getting up into the 4s. So 0.4 is what we're expecting to pay, somewhere in that range. There we go. This one's not too bad. Although the hot butt's let it down. Probably wouldn't buy it for the hot butt. Yeah, this one's not too bad. So 0.46. There we go. So we know what we need to buy. We know what we need to play with. Okay? So that is what I want to do. I'm going to sell all of these plants. And I am going to look to purchase. I'm going to look to purchase 4 of these. Of the highest possible quality that I can. Something like this. But I'm not going to pay over. I'm not paying 0.5 for it. Because now these are just getting stupid, like these prices. And they're not even that good when you look at them. Like they're... Nope. Nope. Even that one's not that good. It looks good. But the R1 at the bottom lets it down. It's just not worth what they're asking for. And again with that one, I mean, this is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not worth what they're asking for. None of them are. They're just not worth it. There we go. That's the first one I've seen. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for, but I am not paying 3.2 Ether for it. I'm just not. So I would pay up to 0. Ether for that card. But they're obviously really greedy and good luck to them. But I'm not buying that. But that's what I want. I want 4 just like that. So, let's carry on, shall we? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell all the plants. I'm going to start building that up. That's the plan. So then let's look at the aquas and see what we've got. Actually, I don't even need to go into these, do I? We can just do it from here. So, Risky Fish, Oranda, Goldfish, Koi. Okay, so I mean, it works. It's okay. Babylona, Goldfish, Koi. Okay, with a lamb. Alright, I mean, these 2 work. Again, probably look to sell them. Snake Jar, so that's unfortunate. We'll get rid of that one. Risky Fish, yep. Goldfish, Nemo this time. Yep, Nemo. Oranda, Goldfish, Nemo. Okay, that's cool. That works. Yeah, these are okay. These aren't too bad. Got a Jaw Blade. Got me Jaw Blade. Got a 97% here. Look, that one's going to go really well. That's a great one for breeding. And this one with Gravelant. What's Gravelant? I don't even know what that is. Disabled target's melee card next round. Okay, well, thanks, mate. But yeah, again, I'm probably just going to get rid of these. I'm not even going to give them to scholars. I'm just going to clear house. I'm going to sell everything. We can do infinite breeding with 3 parents, but it's just quicker with 4. 3 takes too long. 3 takes too long. I want 4. So yeah, I'm gonna clear house. I'm gonna sell absolutely everything. That's the plan. Platino Supremacy. John with the 20 stars, thank you so much. Joseph with the 50 stars, thank you. Hey John, good day. Thank you for the 15 stars. Appreciate that. I really hope to become your scholar one day. Nice, Troy. Yeah, man. One day we'll see you, buddy. We'll see you. I'm part of your community on Discord. I hope you can read my application. Troy, we will. Don't worry about the stars, man. You don't need to send stars to get noticed. It doesn't matter. They will all go back into the breeding program, the stars. So I'm grateful for them. Emil for the 25 stars. Thank you very much. But yeah, we will. We will get through all of the applications. Don't worry.
Normally.
So infinite breeding. So basically what's being said by infinite breeding is if you... in fact, let me show you. So this is infinite breeding. The concept behind it, and there's different ways to do it. But the idea is that you would take 2 parents and you would breed them 4 times. You would then take the other 2 parents and breed them 4 times. You could then sell both of the parents, sell one of the children of each, and you would, when you started with 4. You've now got 6. And you can breed. So you can't breed children with each other, and you cannot breed children with their parents. But I could take a child from this set of the red side, and I could breed it with a child from the blue side. So if you have A and B, and they are very similar or the same as C and D, then the idea is that the children should be the same as well, so you can continue the breeding process. So A, B, C, and D, you really need to get as close to exactly what you're looking for as possible. Now, you can do it with A, B, C. So you would have A and B, you'd have your 4 children, and then what you would do is you would breed these 4 with C. and you would do it that way, and then you would wait, and then you would go back and do it, and you can do like what's called an infinite loop of breeding. But the problem is, as you get down, it starts to dilute. There starts to be like other things like mutations, and you start to lose some of that quality. So, but this is a way that you can breed. So yeah, this is the method that I recommend. It's a lot quicker, a lot better to do. But yeah, I feel like this is something that we will do. We'll keep doing this. But for now, we want to make sure that if we're going to do it, we're going to do it with the right Axie. So we're going to clear up. We're going to sell all of our Axie. We're going to get rid of absolutely all of them. We are also, when we sell these, we're going to replace our current scholars that we have with new Axies. And then we are going to look to bring in new scholars. But we need to start breeding. And the reason we need to start breeding is it's just becoming just too expensive. And not even that it's too expensive. We just can't find the Axies that we need. So a good example here that we've got is, I'll just show you this right now. Let me open up one of my tabs. Okay, so we are looking for, to give you an example, we are looking for a plant-based Axie, okay, with a pureness of 5. That's an adult. We don't care how many times it's been bred, because we're going to buy this just outright. So we want Sirius. Okay, we want Leaf Bug. We want Pumpkin. And we want Hot Butt. So I would buy this right now instantly. In fact, it's been bred 5 times, which is a shame, but that is an example of an Axie that I would buy right now. In fact, that's been bred 6 times, look. That's been done 5 times, but it's quite good. Most of these have been done 5 times now. Look at the price of these though, right? 0.18. So I am more than willing to buy these Axies, and if you look at what I've been spending on average, for Axie 1, I've been spending on average 0.2, 0.19. So at 0.18, I would do that. I would buy these all day long. I would just go buy, buy, buy. So I'm not going to buy them right now, but that's what I would look to do, is buy these. So if these are selling at 0.18 or less, I'm buying them instantly. I don't care. If I had so my next round of money is clearing on the 31st. So I will come in here on the 31st and I will just go buy, 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 and I will buy the first line. How many Axie do I have overall? That's a good question. I don't know. I suppose right now there is 36 in here, plus 20 scholar accounts, which have 3 Axie each. So 60, about 100 Axies in total. We've got about 100 in total right now. Because 20 scholars with 3 Axie each. Well, more than that, because Miracle's got 10. So yeah, we got over 100. Because 20 scholars that have all got 3 Axies each. The Gravelant Aqua, I know. What is that? What is that? I don't even know where that come from. Let me look at his parents. Okay. So that come from an R1, look. That come from an R1. Disabled targets melee card next round. Do you know what? That might not be a bad card. But yeah, we've got over 100 at the moment. But as I said, we're going to sell these 36. We're just going to clean up and sell all of them. Like, I could give some of these. Like, these, I could give these to scholars. I could make up scholar accounts. There's like 1, 2, 3. And then we could do full Plantino. So we could go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look, more here, look. So we've got these as well. They're not perfect, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could do like 8 scholars right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3. I could do 12 scholars right now. I could right now, I could use all my Axie and I could do 12 new scholars. But you need to ask yourself the question, do you want to be a scholar with less than the best? Do you want to be a scholar with Axies that are going to be okay but not great? Like I feel like I want Axie Scholar UK to be known as a scholarship that gives out competitive Axie. So like, here's my dilemma as a manager. Do I sell all of these Axie and buy the best breeding Axie I can? Or do we not breed at all and I just give them all out? It's difficult. And look, I would love nothing more than onboarding 12 new scholars right now. I'd love it right now. I would love nothing more than doing that. But we have to ask ourselves, is that the best decision to make? Because whilst you're thinking to yourself and saying, do you know what, I just want to be a scholar, so I don't care what Axie I get. When you're in the community, and when you're in Discord, and you're watching your fellow scholars smash 1800, 1900, 2k MMR, and you're struggling down at 13, 1400 MMR because you don't have a good team, it will become a problem for you. So we have to decide. We have to decide what is best. And Aaron is the best person right now to be able to explain this because Aaron is a scholar. We have to consider what is best for the greater good. Like, I really, really, really want to help as many people as I can, and I want to help you right now. But I'm going to help more people faster by doing it right. So you have to be patient. This is a learning curve. I had every intention of breeding these, and I was going to breed them all, and once I bred them, I was going to then use them. So the idea is to breed them all, and once they've been bred, give them to scholars. Sell just enough to breed the next lot. That was the plan. But yeah, we're just gonna sell them all. We're gonna completely strip out all of our Axies. We're gonna sell everything, and then we're gonna start again. Okay? We're gonna start again. We've learnt, it's fine. So you just need to bear with us on this. And that's what we're gonna do. So I know that I'm willing to spend up to 0.2 ether on this Axie. Like, that's what I'm willing to spend. Now, obviously, I don't want to spend that. But that's what I'm willing to spend. Alright, and on this one, I'm willing to spend 0.22. And on this one, I'm willing to spend 0.18. So, let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look at what... So we already know now that the marketplace is becoming a bit cheaper. Which is good. So now let's go and look at the next one. 5 pureness, any breed count. Let's come for the parts. So we want a risky fish. We want a shoal start. We want a Ronin. And we want Nemo. So I'm willing to pay 0.22 for this. Already, look at these. I would go buy. I'd buy all of these that are under 2. I'd buy these 5. Straight away. So we've already seen the plants. We've already seen these. All day long, I would buy these. Wouldn't even give it a thought. Because already they're cheaper than what I've been paying for them. So 0.2, good price to pay there. And 0.18 is now the price of... So hold on a second. Let me bring this down. It's good to update this. We have to update this sheet, okay? So, investment costs. Axie 1, 0.18. Axie 2, we know we can get that for 0.2 now. Okay, 0.192195. So let's just say 0.2 because that covers these. All right. So we've got 0.18 and 0.2. Now let's look at the last Axie that we need. So we're going to clear the filters, go back. We're going to do aquatic, pure breed 5, parts. And what do we need for the last one? So we need risky clam, Biden koi. Risky clam, Biden koi. So we're going to go for risky clam, Biden's, which is absolutely OP. I love this right now, and koi. Now, also remember that they may change the meta in the game. Sky Mavis may absolutely change this to make it unfriendly for us to continue on this. And we'll have to look and we'll have to change. But for now, this is what we're going to do. Now, this is a problem right now, and this is what's stopping us from buying, is that we can't get these. So there's one here that we can get. We can get this one. I would pay this, but I don't want to. But look, there's nothing here. Like, these are just too expensive, so we can't buy them. So there are only 9 Axies with this for sale. We need more breeders with this so that we can buy them. Yeah, of course Axie will. Axie will nerf and buff cards all the time. All the time. But yeah, so this is what we're struggling with at the moment. So this is what we need to be able to breed. So that's what we're going to do, is we're looking to breed this. But this is where we're struggling. This is where we're caught at the moment and we can't continue. So this is where I need to speak to Yield Guild Gaming and say, hey, look, we really, really need... And look, there's just nothing here. There's nothing to even buy to breed with. So that's where we're stuck right now. But that's what we're looking for. I play Cottle mid. Only Husker, my friend. Only Husker. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, that's the plan. So even this, look. So this is now like 0.22. It's changed. But it's still 0.6 to buy a team right now. Which current market conditions, I don't know what the price of everything is. In fact, let's have a quick look at that. Let's open up our trading view. See what's going on in the markets. So let's... Oh, wow. Oh, we're doing incredible at the moment. Okay, cool. So SLP is currently sitting at 0.14. Okay. AXS is sitting at 72. And Ether is currently sitting at 3162. All right. So it's still 0.6 Ether. So still $1,900 to buy this team. Okay, so when you consider it's $1,900 to buy this team, and a current price of SLP, and if you were to do 250 days, so what we ask for our scholars, and this is important for you to understand. If you're waiting for a scholarship, you have to understand what our requirements of scholars are, and there's not a lot of requirements, but there are some. So because we're giving competitive level Axie, we truly believe that you have the ability. You have the ability to be able to do well, and by doing well, we have a minimum expectation of 100 SLP. But if you're going to do 100 SLP a day, you're going to be grinding for 400 days, because to graduate, you have to be able to generate 40,000 SLP. Okay, you have to be able to generate 40,000 SLP. And whilst I'm here, I'm just going to change something. So if it is a greater than 40,000, yeah. And then we're going to do another one. If it is less than 40,000, it's going to be red. All right, so there we go. That's what we're looking for. So if I was to turn around and say, look, 300 days, then we can see that you haven't earned enough SLP. So until this is green, it doesn't count. So 400 days, 100 SLP a day, which is 20 months. 20 months is what is required. So there are 2 criteria to graduate. The 2 criteria to graduate is 40,000 SLP and a minimum of 12 months. which means if you do 250 days at 160 SLP, that is what is required. Now, the reason we've said 250 days is because we operate on what are called fair working conditions. Fair working conditions are 5 days per week, 50 weeks per year. So 5 days per week, 50 weeks per year. That is assuming that you do not work weekends and you have 2 weeks holiday per year. If you were to do that, so if you were to grind for 3 to 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks of a year, you will graduate. As long as you are able to maintain an average of 160 SLP per day with the competitive level Axie. It's easy to do. Easy to do. So, what we're seeing at the moment is people are actually able to grind 200 SLP a day. And let's be honest, guys, not many people are going to just say, oh, do you know what? I'm only going to do 3 to 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. Most people are going to do weekends as well. All right, because it's only 3 to 4 hours a day playing a game, so you can do it. You might have a day off, yeah. But most people are going to do 300 days a year at least. At least 300 days a year. And the reason we say that is because, and let's just go back to 160, right? So let's say there's 365 days a year. Let's say that you just don't work for a whole month. Like you have 1 month a year off. Right, so you're going to do 335 days. Okay, 335 days at 160 SLP is okay because the sponsors can still almost get an ROI on this. I mean, if this was just to go up to 0.15, they're now in profit. So this is the thing. If you don't work weekends and you don't have 2 weeks off, after 5 days of grinding, Monday to Friday, you don't need to play for Saturday and Sunday. Exactly. You can take your weekends off. If you want to play, you can. You can. It's up to you. It's a choice. It's a choice rather than a necessity. If you want to work every day, you can. But you don't have to. Because remember, people before profits. If I was only interested in profits, I would say that you have to work 7 days a week. But that is putting profits before people. I am putting people first, so I am saying, yes, the ability is there if you want to, but you do not need to. Well, I'm telling you now, Nelly, that you don't need more energy. I'm telling you right now that for 250 days, working 160 SLP is absolutely possible. And I'm not saying that through guesswork. I'm saying it through certainty. Because what I'm going to do now... is I'm going to load up our tracker. And let's look at how our scholars are doing. Let's check, shall we? Let's have a look. Now remember, when we looked at our scholars, most of them have started at the end of this month. Okay? When we look at this, alright, we can see 8 of our scholars started this week. In fact, 10 of them started a week ago. And 10 of them started before. So, we do not have a full month of data. Okay? We have 50% at best, if that. Alright, this is not an accurate reflection of 20 scholars. But let's have a look at what the heck. That has to be a bug. Kim, that has to be a bug, right? That can't be right. Let's refresh. We're going to have a look at that. Kim, are you at 1700 MMR, Kim? Haven't you just started? That can't be right. Kim, you need to confirm. If you're on the stream, please let me know. But it says no SLP yesterday. Oh, please wait 24 to 36 hours. Okay, so it looks like... Yeah. I think this is a bug. But anyway, let's have a look at Jeffrey, because I know this is pretty accurate. So 151 today, 171 yesterday. Yeah, he's on 1700 MMR, so the MMR is accurate, but we're waiting for this the average is going to be out because we're waiting for this to update. It says please wait 24 hours, so that's fine because he's new. He's only just jumped in like literally a couple of days ago, like yesterday. Yesterday he got his account. So hold on a minute, he got his account yesterday and he's at 1700 MMR. Really? That's not possible. He's done 2 days and he's gone up 500 MMR in 2 days. I summon you, Kim.
Lakad mo, Totoy! Normally.
I don't know. We'll come back to that. Jethu, I know this guy's a monster. Absolute monster. Averaging 238 SLP. 171 yesterday. 150 today. 1,797 MMR. Yeah. Yeah, look, this is accurate. This is... Let me tell you what this is. This has got nothing to do with energy. This has everything to do with the right Axie and the right coach. You put Coach Cody with those Axies and a scholar, you've got it. I don't think this is correct. I think this needs updating. But even so, look at this. So, let's go through these in order. Remember what we said. That in order to be able to work 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, we need an average of 160 SLP to be able to graduate in a year. If you do less than 160, it's not a problem. It just takes you longer than a year. You know, you might go for 11, 12, like 13, 14, 15 months. But the maximum time is going to be 20 months because the minimum requirement is 100 SLP a day. If you cannot generate 100 SLP per day with the team that we give you, then we're not the right scholarship for you. That's a fair request. That's a fair request. That 100 SLP a day minimum. Because right now you can see 166 average, 188 average, 183 average. And by the way, Basic, Ain, Descendants, Honorable Shogun, these guys and girls don't have the Axie that we're talking about. They have a good AAP team, but they don't have the Axie that we're talking about giving now. So 100 is easy. Even this. Look at this team. Look. Serious Rosebud Pumpkin Carrot. Look at this. Risky Babyloner Goldfish Nemo. Risky Babyloner Goldfish Nemo. Still able to average 166 a day. But the problem with Basic, stuck at 1300 MMR. He's having to grind hard for that. We need to change his team to get him better MMR. But look, Ain. With this team, Serious Rosebud Pumpkin Carrot. It's the same plant. Risky Fish Babyloner Goldfish Nemo. Risky Fish Oranda Goldfish Koi. So he's got a Koi backline. So if I change this from Basic to a Koi backline... In fact, I need to do that. We need to do that. Is Basic, are you in the chat? Are you here? Can anyone get hold of Basic and find him? Is he in the chat? I want to find out if he'll let me do this. Do I have your permission to change your Axie? I'll do it right now for you. I'll do it right now. I mean, I hear what you say about the difference between a gamer and just players that play Axie to earn. I mean, you don't have to be a gamer. You don't have to be. I know that because we've got people that are not gamers and are still doing well. You can take somebody who is not a gamer and coach them and they can become good. In fact, someone who is coached by a great coach will be better than an average gamer. I know gamers that are terrible, but I know people that are not gamers that play well because they're coached well. It's all about the coaching. That's why Coach Cody is our secret weapon. He's incredible. All of this MMR, look at this, Miracle. Miracle, what are you on, my friend? You absolute monster. Look at this. 1800 MMR. 1800 MMR. And look at this, 339 SLP today. But Miracle, to be fair, Miracle is not part of this leaderboard in terms of everybody else. It's not fair. Miracle is no longer eligible for any competitions where we are gathering like an average or the best SLP or anything like that. Oh, sorry, it's 351 today. Sorry, it hasn't updated. So 351 SLP today for Miracle. The reason that Miracle is not involved in any leaderboard competitions anymore is because Miracle has 10 Axie in his account. And as a result of those 10 Axie, he is able to do 40 energy a day and not 20. Miracle is our guinea pig. Miracle is testing out our 10 Axie. So Miracle is an honorary VIP super scholar. And the reason that we have done that is because we needed to test the process, and Miracle has been streaming and showing up every day and really making an effort in the community. So we wanted to reward Miracle by letting him test out this process. So he is testing out the process. So he has 40 energy. So if Miracle can get to 2000 MMR, he can keep his 10 Axie. Otherwise, they may be a temporary measure where we end up selling them and removing them. But the first person to get to 2000 MMR gets an additional 7 Axie. So that's what we're working at. But yes, Miracle was the chosen one. I kind of did it because I felt sorry for Fitzy bullying him so much. And I say that lightheartedly because Fitzy doesn't bully anybody. It's friendly banter. But yeah. Yeah, I love that. And that's the having fun in the community. Respectful, but still fun. So, Descendants, okay, so, Angelica, you're saying you want to change your Axie too. So what have you got here? Oh, you got 2 Nemo as well. So can I change one of yours right now? They're the same, aren't they? Can I change one for you right now? All right, let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let me find one. We need a koi, right? We need a koi. Do you want Gravelant? Do you want Gravelant? Angelica, do you want Gravelant? We'll do that. Lol. No Nemo, no Nemo. Do I even have a koi? Yes, I do. Oh, look at that. I've got 2 koi. What's that? Lamb, Babylon. Okay, so hold on. We got 1. We got 2. Let's have a look on the next page before we sell these. We need koi. We need koi. Come on, give me a koi. Wow, that's all I've got. I've only got the 2. So what have we got? 1 has lamb. It's not a bad card. Babylona, goldfish, lamb with a koi. And the other one is goldfish, risky fish, hero's bane, and a koi. Okay, so I don't think basic is here at the moment. Angelica, could you... No, it's fine, Angelica. I'll sort that out. That's not a problem. Angelica, choose. Which would you like? You can have C1 or you can have C2. Do you want 1 or 2? You choose. Choose which one you want and I'll send it to you right now. Just going to get your details. Bear with me. What do you think, chat? What do you think Angelica should have? C1 or C2? Do. You want C1? Are you sure? Everyone's telling you C2 is better, but what do you want? Or C1 or C2? So now you want to go for C2. And I would say to Basic that he could choose, but Basic's not here, unfortunately. So, okay. All right, well then this is it then. So let me do this. I need to find out what scholar number you are, because I don't know. Scholar 3. Okay, so scholar 3. This is what you are having. Okay. Let me check. Is this you? There we go. Is that correct? That's you? Yep, that's you. Perfect. Done. What is the one that you want me to take back? Which one can I take back? Let me know which one you don't want anymore, and I'll take that back right now. Do. Actually, I don't think it matters. Are they not both the same? If you've got the ID number, if you've got it of the one that you do not want, although are they not the same? I'm not sure. I'm just checking now. Oh, do you know what? Let me do this for you. I recommend we get rid of your S3C because you had Blossom on it. So let's go. Yeah. So let's. Yeah. That's the one. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, so that one is coming back home. Obviously, it's going to reset to level 1. I apologize for that. But here we go. That's done. All right, so Angelica is done. We've swapped you. You're good. You are now good. So you have this, which means this one needs to go to basic. So let me just do that very quickly. Sorry, guys. Please bear with me a second while I just send these over. We're doing this live. Okay, so now basic's done, so that's good. Let's log out of these accounts. Awesome. Hold on, guys. Bear with me a second. So now I need to know, right, let's look at basic. What do I want to get rid of for him? Hold on. Oh, it doesn't matter because both of his are the same. So it can be any of them. So, all right. Done. Done, done, and done. All right, so that is, let me just double check that, make sure I don't know if that worked or not. I'm going to confirm it one more time. Yep, that's done. And let me log out of this. Sorry, guys, bear with me, guys. Just want to make sure we do this right. So that should now have gone. There we go. Perfect. So now he has that. So he has a koi backline now. Nice. See? That's what we're all about. That is what we are all about. So let me just update this because this is Angelica's one. So awesome. I like to keep notes so that I can keep track of everything so we know what we're doing. So this one is for Angelica and this one is now with basic. There we go. What do you reckon? Am I a nice manager? Am I a nice manager? Do I look after my scholars? I'd like to think I do. I'd like to think I do. So now we have removed this because these were the same, but the problem is that this one was a 5 out of 6 pure and this was a 6 out of 6. So it makes sense to keep the 6 out of 6 for Angelica and remove this one. So we've now removed this Axie. So swapped that with that. And for basic, I don't even know which one of basic we just moved. I think it was, oh, I don't know. I don't know, but anyway, it was one of them. I can actually check, can't I, just by opening them both up and seeing which one is now in my account. Yeah, so it's this one. Alright, perfect. So with this one, we swapped that with that. Done. See? All done. Nice. Do I have a link for that tracker? It's just axie.beer. Go to axie.beer. And you'll be able to... I mean, you can't log into this tracker because you have to actually log into it. But the idea behind it is that you can add your own scholars. It's quite nice. I don't add... when I add scholars, I don't add email address. I just put in a Ronin wallet and their name. And then the percentage split. Which, even though they get 75%, we take... we give them 50, we take 50, but then we take 25% of that, and that goes into the Axie buyback scheme. So nice. And then I don't know what this button does. What? Oh, okay. So this is all of the Axies that are being used by the teams. So... So you can see what Jeffrey's using. Oh, look at this one. Do you know what? I'm going to breed this. I'm going to do 2 additional breeds on this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how much it costs to do a breed, because that's going to be quite expensive. It's a shame that it's done 5 breeds, because that's
yes, Mr.
that's a nice one to breed.
Hashtag Steve for Prime Minister.
That one's not that good. That one's not that good. I like this because I like the fact I can come in here and see everything. Quite nice. Oh look, I can do this by class. There we go. That's even better. So now I should be able to come to class 1. All right. So problem is getting that. Yeah, see, and then all of these are carrots, so I need to change a lot of these out. But I really want to get this breeding going, but it's difficult at the moment. I need to buy. Yeah, I need to buy some more of these. We'll get into the breeding. I'm gonna sell everything that we've got. We're gonna start again, and then we're gonna repurpose to go for this breed. This is gonna be the breed that we want. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I would play some games, but I don't have any Axie to play with. I don't have any Axie to play with. But yeah, look, we can see where we're currently standing when we look at things, right? So let's go through in order. We can see, obviously, Basic now has new... hopefully that will see an improvement in his MMR, hopefully. But even so, still doing really well. Even with that struggling lineup, Basic doing really well. And Angelica as well. Look at this, 183 average, even with a bad lineup. So imagine, with this just under 1500 SLP, like now knowing that you've got a better team, hopefully that's going to see you catapult up to like the 17, maybe not the 17, 1800s, but definitely the 1650 is what I'm hoping for. Honorable Shogun. We need to change your Axie as well. We need to change one of Honorable Shogun's
10 years
Axies.
sent 10 stars.
That one's okay now. Basics we've changed. So we need to do this. Miracle's okay. He's got his... Is he playing plant? Is he playing 2 plants? Okay. Oh, each to their own. Each to their own. In fact, I don't even know what Miracle's got in his account. Does it even... if I open this up, does it show me the cards you've got? Only shows 3 of them. Okay, so it's not showing... it's only showing the ones you're playing with at the moment. Okay. So I need to have a look, because I don't even know what cards he's got. Okay, let's have a look. Strike is... Nemo Koi, so that's okay with a dual blade. Although I feel like we could probably change these up at some point. But I'm not as bothered about changing these, because there's like Honorable Shogun needs one changed more than Strike, for example. I'm looking
John
at the
Michael
moment at
Reyes
anyone
sent
that's
10
struggling on
stars.
MMR,
Clown
like G,
Tito
for
Miracle.
example. What's this? Nemo. Right, so Honorable Shogun and G, they're next on the list to get changed. They're next on the list to get changed. Be Humble. Yeah, Be Humble as well needs to be changed. Gracie's good. I mean, we can change them in the future. Mikkel needs to be changed. Yeah. That's good. And then at this point, we're into Biden's now. So Biden's, Ronin. Yep. So 12. So it's only the top. It's only the first 11 that we need to work on. Only the first 11. So I'm going to make a quick... In fact, Fitzy, if you're here, mate, could you please make a note of these names? Be Humble. Mikkel. So Be Humble is 11. Mikkel is 9. G, who is 6. And Honorable Shogun, who is 4. So those 4 scholars need a koi backline. So if you could just make a note of those 4 names and numbers, mate, and they need a koi backline, I need to go shopping and find them. And so I'm going to go and buy them for Axie so that they can... And we'll buy the right Axie. So what we're going for at the moment. And it's difficult to get that backline because it's that Biden's backline we're struggling. So we may not be able to get the Bidens to start with, but we'll definitely replace what they have. So we'll do that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 p.m. here in the UK, which means we're done for the day. We've finished the show.
Normally.
I love that Fitzy rings me to get my attention, and yet I never see it. Let me have a look. I'm going to read his messages. Hold on. Ain said he sent me a message. What's... Okay. Can I check Ain's too? Ain's looks okay. What is wrong with Ain's? He doesn't look too bad. He's got Risky, Goldfish Koi, Goldfish Nemo, Risky. I mean, it could be better, but it's not bad. Ain, are you here, mate? Are you in the chat? If you are, let me know if you're in the chat. If you need changing, then we can have a look at it. But I think you're at 1.5 at the moment. You're doing 188 average. I mean, I think you're in a good place. If you think you can be more competitive, then we'll change you for a competitive team. Make a side note for Ain to replace. Oh, you are here. You're here. What do you need, buddy? Do you need these changed? Are you not feeling these? What's up? Let me know. I know you sent me a message. I'm really, really sorry. I struggle to check my DMs because I have so many. It's ridiculous how many DMs I have. I had to turn them off at one point. I'll have a look. I just get bombarded with applications, and I have to. I have to ignore them. It's difficult. Oh, the plant and the middle one. So for you, the plant, which is serious rosebud, pumpkin, and carrot. I mean, yeah, we can definitely get there if I find a better plant. I mean, hold on a minute. Let's have a look. Like, if you want to swap with one right now, we can do this for you right now. Let's do this live. So, is there one that you like the look of that we have so far? Because right now you've got serious rosebud, pumpkin, carrot. So, I mean, that's cattail. So you could replace with cattail. Serious rosebud, pumpkin, carrot. You can replace with watering can, cattail. Like what? I don't have any leaf bug at the moment, if that's what you're after. I probably want to sell that one, so. They're all the same, mate. They're all pretty much the same. I mean, there's a silent whisper there, but I don't really think that's a good card. But you're welcome to it. Ain, you want the same as Jeff's? I will. Right now, I can't right now. And the reason I can't right now is because I don't have it. I can try and sell some and replace some. Like, here's the thing, right? I will do my best to try and change them for you. But, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, it is not a priority to change your plant as much as it is a priority for me to change Honorable Shogun's Nemo backline. Because his Nemo backline is giving him more of a disadvantage than your plant front line. So, as I said, it's not being disrespectful. I will, eventually, I will replace all of the top 11. All of the first 11 will be replaced with the competitive lineup. But it's just not possible to do that right now. It's so difficult. So, yeah, we will get there. We will get there. But I need to make sure we get these koi backlines. Like, that has to be the first. But you said the mid. You said the mid. Also the middle too. Yeah, so the middle one is the middle one is the... Hold on a minute. No, Jeff doesn't have the best... Oh, yeah, because he's got the Bidens. There we go. So, yeah, he's got the Ronin. So, Risky Shoal Nemo. Risky Shoal Nemo. Okay, well, let's have a look and see what we've got. Risky Shoal. I might have a Risky Shoal Nemo. It just hasn't... It won't have the... Maybe. Do I have a Risky Shoal Nemo? You can have a Gravelant. Do you want a Gravelant? A dual... I mean, you could have Dual Blade. I mean, that one might be better for you. No shoal on it, though. I can give you this one for now if you want. If you prefer it. Ain, if that's better for you. Hold on. But it's got Blossom, so it's not as fast. You might not want it because of the Blossom. I don't think you'd like it. It's not... I don't think I would want it. I wouldn't want to change if I was you. I think you're okay. See, that one's got Lucas. If I was you, mate, I'd keep what you've got right now, and then we'll change it as soon as we can. But I need to just make sure that I look after the scholars that are struggling at the moment. And I appreciate it must be frustrating. You're like, hey, like I got here first and I got accepted, and you're a moderator as well. You're doing so much. Like, can we get a hashtag AIN in the chat, please? Hashtag AIN, because I want to take a moment and just appreciate how hard he works at moderating our Discord. He's been such an invaluable member of the team. I will get your team changed. So, what I would do is I will change the koi backline first. I will change the koi backline, and then you will be the first to get the competitive team out of everybody, okay? So I will go through them in order. So I will change basics for a competitive team, but I will change you first because you are a moderator, and I think that you deserve that. So what I would do is I will go through each of them in order. So I will do basic, I'll do Ain, then basic, then Descendants, then Honorable Shogun. Miracles, Miracle needs his as well. So I will. No, I think I don't know Miracle. I can't figure out. I think Miracle's got. Yeah, Miracle's got his team. He's got his. So he's okay. He's got his. Then I'll do G, Sneaky. I'll do Strike, Mikkel. I'll do Gracie. Do you know what? Gracie and Ain, you two are getting yours first because you contribute so much to the community. And then everyone else I'll work through. All right, and I will get there. And Strike, Mikkel, and Be Humble. I will get there, and that's it. So I will get you sorted as soon as possible while still bringing on new scholars. I will continue to do that as well, which is another reason why I don't want to give out these. You see what I mean? Like, this is why do I bring on more scholars and give you the same kind of team? Yes, you could work and you could do it, but I think, you know, what we've seen here so far. Look at this, 37. There we go. It's up. This one's updated now. 237 average. Let's bring up the averages now. They should be working. Kim's not right. That's not on. 251. That's not on either. So Ivan's not updated. But 237. We know that's accurate. 192. We know that's accurate. 188. 180. 171. Like, blue means that they're on the line, but so we've got Marcus, Marcus has a good team, but he's only just started, so that's not fair. He's only just started. Mikel is doing well, but that's not even with the best team. So, understandable. These two don't count because we're waiting for them to update. And so, Strike as well just hit 1500 MMR, which is good. But obviously has the Koi backline, but we need to figure out that team to sort Strike out as well. Lots to do, ladies and gentlemen. Lots to do. We will get there. We will get there. Just give us time. Yeah, well, hopefully we've just changed out your Koi backline. I think that's going to make a difference. I think that Koi backline is going to allow you. Hold on. No, we didn't just do that, did we? We did basics. No, we didn't do yours. You've got a Koi backline. Yeah. So you're saying, but you're at 1500. Do you know what? You don't need to be more competitive right now. If you're over 1500, you're fine. Like, the main concern right now is getting everybody over 1500 to get the 12 SLP per day. So I'm hoping now that this 1300 can go to 15. This 1480 can be over 15. Honorable Shogun, I need to do next. As well as Ain. I need to do... well, you've got your Koi backline, so you're okay. Honorable Shogun needs a Koi backline. And I need to actually change that plant as well. I'll speak to him. Fitzy, can you make a note to change Honorable Shogun's plant, please? Or to ask him first. We can give him one of, like, Miracles 30. And then, yeah, that's it. We're there. We're good after that. Oh, G as well. G, we need to change one of G's. Well, we know which one we're going to change. We're going to change that one. All right, guys, we'll get there. Oh, that one as well. It's got Blossom, but it's not too bad because of the dual blade. Yeah, there's a lot we need to change. I know there is. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll sort it out. We'll get there. We'll sort it out. By the way, Steve, what is the goal for your scholars? High level in adventure or focus on arena? So for our scholars at the moment, they can do adventure if they want, but arena. I would say spend all of your energy on arena. So get to adventure to a point where you can smash out 50 SLP in 5 games. If you can do 50 SLP within... So if you're doing 10 SLP a game, then... Well, not even that, actually. It doesn't matter, does it? Because... yeah, I mean, I would say if you can get to a point where you're able to do 5 energy in adventure and you can get 50 SLP, do that. So what I would do is I would do 15 energy. Like, this is my recommendation. Do 15 energy in arena and then 5 energy in adventure. And then when you're out of energy, carry on in adventure until you've played 10 games. And then you'll be able to claim your additional 25. So that's the way that I would do it. That's my recommendation. Hey, the Radish men are in the house. Bradley. King of the Radish, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're done. So hopefully that's been good. You've enjoyed it today. It's been useful. Hopefully you've had some fun watching. And that's it. So our next stream will be on Monday. What day is Monday? Let me just double check. Oh, so we have a stream on Monday. Okay. We have a stream on Monday. But then we also have a stream on Tuesday, I believe. Let me just double check that right now. I think we have a stream on Tuesday. Let me just double check. Hold on. I need to confirm. I'm confirming right now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. Yes. So, let me confirm right now. There will be the Monday stream as normal. We have an interview on Monday as well. So we will do our Monday stream. We have an interview. And on Tuesday, we have an additional stream on Tuesday. But it is at a different time. Tuesday stream will be at 9:30 p.m. GMT. 9:30 p.m. GMT on Tuesday, we will be interviewing Andrew from Axie Infinity. That is going to be very, very early in the Philippines. It is going to be something around 4:30 a.m. Maybe 4 or 5:30 a.m. PST. I need to check. Is it 3:30? No, because that would be 6 hours. And I think the Philippines is 7 hours ahead. I think, Fitzy, double check, but I think it's 4:30. I'm pretty sure it's 4:30 a.m. in the Philippines. So, it's going to be early. It's going to be early. I might be wrong. I need to double check that. You're not going to sleep. It'll be a good stream. Yeah, so it'll be 4:30 a.m. Look, if you set your alarm, then you will have my utmost respect, but I do not expect you to get up at 4:30. I would love to have as many people on that stream as possible to show some appreciation for Andrew. We need to show up on Tuesday. We really, really need to show up. But it's difficult because of the timing, but that is the only timing I could get. So it is either that time or no time. So trust me when I say that I tried. I really tried. I just could not get a different time. So if you want to set an alarm and get up at 4:30, you're welcome to. The support will be very, very much appreciated. But I don't expect it. You can always catch the replay when you wake up. But that being said, Monday, normal time, we will have an interview. Tuesday, another interview, different time. Wednesday, Coach Cody as normal, session number 3. And then Friday, we'll have, hopefully, if not more breeding, more scholars to onboard. We can't onboard any more scholars today. I wanted to, but we can't buy the Axie that we need to do it because there aren't any available at the price that we're willing to pay. So let's see what we can do next week. Let's see if we can speak to Yield Guild Gaming and what we can arrange there. But until then, please remember, be respectful, stay positive, and have fun. And remember, people before profits. Have an amazing weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all in Discord. Take care.